Hi, Bill speaking.
Mark Kendall for Bill.
Yes, sir.
How you doing, buddy?
How you doing, man?
Excellent.
Good, good. It's been a little while since we last talked and saw you here up in Pompano Beach at the amphitheater. Terry was still singing with you guys.
Oh, right. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so we got a little catching up to do, man.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
Listen, we always look forward to seeing you guys when you come down, and of course we're going to see you this Friday, February 7th, for the Monsters of Rock pre-cruise party. You guys have done quite a few of these cruises now, right?
Yeah, I think we about 5 of them.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's good to skip a year every once in a while, but we still like to get involved, so we're going to do that pre-cruise thing. That should be a lot of fun. We've never done that. This will be the first time.
Yeah, I think it's going to be amazing. It's at the Magic City Casino. I'm not sure if you guys have played there before.
I don't believe we have.
Well, this is a great, great venue. Sells out a lot when bands like, Great White and such come through town. So I think it's going to be a blast. And, yeah, definitely looking forward to seeing you. Of course, everywhere else in the country is freezing. But we're doing pretty good here. So this is a great time to come down.
That's great. That's great. Yeah. We've been pretty lucky with the weather. I mean, we haven't ran into any snowstorms or anything, but, it is a bit chilly.
Yeah, definitely. Well, anyway.
No outdoor shows.
What was that?
No outdoor shows.
Yeah, I hear you. Well, this one here is going to be an outdoor show, but it's perfect. You're in Florida.
Good.
Yeah.
Great, man.
So you're
I'm excited.
So you're the founding member of Great White. I mean, one of the great classic. I want to call it like a garage band, if that's not offensive to you, because I think the music you guys put out is just great, pure rock and roll, which pretty much started in most people's basements or garages.
We are absolutely a garage band. My parents could attest to it. They used to tell us to turn it down quite a bit, but we are old school in that regard. That human connection. We started out crappy and we got better. You know what I mean?
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
Now I'm from Santa Monica. You grew up in Huntington Beach, not too far from there.
Surrounding areas around LA.
Yeah, and of course your family was very, very musical. Growing up in that, I'm sure they were some type of influence on you musically.
Mostly, not so much. My mom was a singer. My dad played jazz trumpet, but not so much from that, but just from playing music in the house, and I suppose the DNA. You know what I mean? So,
of course,
I had a good ear for music at as a young boy.
Now, as a young boy, at that time, let's say 10, 12 years old, what was the kind of music you were listening to on the radio then?
Well, the first time the first songs I learned and actually played for my 4th grade class with another guitar player was Gloria, Wipeout, Pipeline, and Secret Agent Man.
Oh,
but at that time, on the radio was the Stones. I remember hearing Ruby Tuesday, Satisfaction, Dirty Water, Standells, and some of the older bands. But the one that inspired me the most to pick up a guitar was a neighbor's garage band. As a matter of fact, it was a garage band. And I used to watch them through the side window when I was about 9 years old. And after I saw the bass player play with his teeth, I went and asked my dad to get me a guitar, and he got me an acoustic. And, I fell in love with it, learned some chords and this and that. But it was the Stones and Beatles, in the 60s. And I was a young lad, if you will. Mm-hmm. And I was pretty inspired by just listening to that. And before that, when I was even younger, my parents played a lot of music in the house. And I remember we had a babysitter that brought records to our house when she would babysit us. and she brought Elvis Presley, like Hound Dog and all that. And I was pretty blown away when I heard that.
Dude, I love Elvis. You can never go wrong with anything Elvis, man.
Yeah, great songs too. Even though it's funny, he's the king of rock and roll and probably the greatest performer ever wrote a song.
Right, exactly.
That blew my mind. It shows you how important it is to write a song. I mean, nobody really cares as far as bands-wise. I mean, some people pay attention to the liner notes, but not very often.
Now, speaking of writing, anything new coming out in the future from you guys?
Yeah, we've been going crazy lately. I've been sending Mitch music. He lives in Florida right now. Mm-hmm. He moved from Nashville to Florida. So I've been sending him ideas, but we're going to probably get together pretty soon and start, actually doing it for real. But I was kind of thrilled, actually, because I hadn't really written with Mitch yet as far as, sitting down, having a writing session or whatever. But I sent him just music with no melody ideas or anything, and he came back with a full song, lyrics, melodies, chorus, the whole deal. I mean, it was a pretty good arrangement. So, it wasn't probably too difficult for him because there was a lot of availability with melodies and stuff. But I was really excited that he can come with a song without me humming any melodies or giving him any ideas at all. So that was kind of cool.
Yeah, it kind of sounds almost like you're doing exactly what Elton John and Bernie Taupin have always done, where one will send lyrics and the other will put words to the music and vice versa.
Yeah. One thing I've never done, though, and I don't even know how people do it, and that is writing music to lyrics. I've never done that before. I've always written the music and kind of just hum melodies, and then we fill in the words, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kind of see what the music sounds like, what it's saying. Sometimes I'll come up with, like, a lyrical chorus idea or something, and then kind of write a story around that, or, within the band, we'll kind of write together in that way. But I've never had anybody hand me a bunch of lyrics and just goes, okay, write a song. I think Elton... of course, he's one of the most talented people in the world and a really gifted piano player. I think part of the reason that he wrote that way is because he couldn't write lyrics. He's admitted that he's just terrible at it.
Yeah.
And he ran into that really gifted poet, so he was kind of forced into that situation.
Now,
I'm not really sure how common it is.
Yeah. I tell you, for me, one of the hardest things in the world is to write a song, but yet you see these people that in 5 minutes they can have it all together. It just pours off their head. I can write lyrics, and I can write melodies on my guitar, but I cannot, for the life of me, marry the two together.
Usually the best songs come together in 5 minutes, believe it or not.
Yeah, exactly.
But, I usually get inspired when I know we're going to record in like 3 months or something. That's when I get in that mode where I'm thinking about it, But I've never done this, so I've never I'm going to write songs now and go into a room and try to write a song. Mm-hmm. I kind of it seems for some reason that just seems like work to me. So. But what I will do is think of things in my head or have my acoustic with me all the time. Maybe while I'm watching TV, something pokes out, and then I'll put it down. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
But I never really force it too much. And then when I do get a song or at least some parts, we'll get together into a room, the band, and we'll kind of hash it out.
Yeah. Now, aside from playing guitar, you do backing vocals and such. What do you do, if anything, to maintain your vocals while you're on tour?
I don't do a lot. I usually singers warm up, a lot before the show. Mm-hmm. I warm up just a little bit, especially if I'm not feeling too good. I'll do a couple warm-ups before I sing. But I sing so much in my range on my parts that I really don't have to go crazy like a lead singer would.
Yeah, sure. Now, speaking of lead singer,
although I did a solo album and I had to sing on the whole album, and man, it really made me appreciate what these guys go through. It's brutal, man.
Now, speaking of lead singers, of course, we're very excited to see Mitch Malloy because I've never seen him perform personally, and I'm looking forward to see that gel. You know,
yeah, he's amazing. He fits like glue. We're really quite blown away by it, especially the way it came together. So, not by design or anything. We just ran into him a couple times when we recorded in Nashville at Michael Wagner's. He came down and did a shout vocal with a bunch of people, and then I met him on the cruise. He came on stage and kind of just sang Once Bitten, Twice Shy, the chorus.
Yes.
So I met him 2 times, and then one morning, I've told the story before, but one morning I was on my phone and saw this story about him being Van Halen. Well, I grew up with Van Halen and seen him at backyard parties, and Mitch Malloy never came up. So I really wanted to see that little documentary and see what that was about. And then after hearing his voice and see he had a solo career, I listened to a couple songs, and I called my keyboard player, and he said he'd been looking into him, which he never told me that. And so I go, why don't we send him some music without the lyrics to see what he sounds like or if he's interested? And he was, so he didn't even know if it would work. And then he sang a couple of our old ones like Rock Me and stuff, and a couple new ones, sent the tape back, and we're like, holy shit, man, we better get together and see what's happening here. And it was just great, and he's been in the band about 1.5 years now.
I tell you, it's amazing how things come together, huh?
Yeah, he's an amazing performer. He really gets it, and he's a real natural frontman as far as engaging the crowd. I really dig that.
Well, we're really excited to come out, and again, this is for the Monsters of Rock pre-cruise party this Friday, February 7th at the Magic City Casino. And we actually have a show coming up this weekend on Saturday called One Love Bahamas. It's a charity event for the destruction caused by Hurricane Dorian in the Abacos Island. They're still without power, and a lot of things are all torn up. So the promoter of Rockfest, who does a big show every year, has brought out a lot of bands that are donating their time, like Foghat, Lita Ford, the Baha Men, and of all people, Jack Russell's Great White. And it's odd because it seems every time you guys are down here, he's right behind you by a couple of days. It's pretty interesting. It's happened quite a lot. So we're actually going to see them on Saturday. And I tell you, man, somewhere down the line, it'd be great for you guys to get together again, at least just one time.
Yeah, it's really quite a strange situation because out of all our years together, I don't think we've ever even gotten a single fight, so it wasn't that situation. It just, he went into a really dark space, and
Sure.
just couldn't return.
Yeah.
And now he's out there trying to do it. But we just,
It is what it is.
no personal vendettas or anything. We're just enjoying ourselves, and hopefully he can, perform up to standards.
Yeah, and you both of you guys are doing what you love, man. It's so great to see you guys out on the road. And again, we'll see you this Friday. And I was wondering if we brought you a guitar, would the band sign it for the silent auction at the
Absolutely.
charity? All right, great.
We'll sign, take pictures, whatever we can do to help. We're always happy to do that.
All right. Melissa will have documentation that I'll send to her about it and everything, and we'll have her set it up.
Yeah.
All right.
We have a tour manager, and we also have another person that's coming out that will help with that as well.
All right, no worries, Mark. Again, man, safe travels to you and the guys on the road, and we'll see you Friday, February 7th, Magic City Casino.
Okay, Bill. Look forward to it, man.
Cheers, brother.
Thanks, buddy.
Bye-bye.